Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome or welcome back. It's BK Tarot here, and today's pick a card reading is going to be on how do you surprise people. So, I have four groups you could choose from. I'm using the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. So, I have not looked at these yet. So, we have group one with Spider, we have group two with Lion, we have group three with Lizard, and we have group four with Starfish. All right, so take a second, decide which group you're the most drawn to. Timestamps will be in the description box below. All right, we're going to get into it for you guys. Group one. All right, here you go. Group one, we have Spider. How do you surprise people? So I heard that you're someone who can suss out someone's web of lies. So if someone is lying to you, or if someone is like giving false hope about something, or if someone is just being deceitful, you're someone who is able to pinpoint the lie, pinpoint the manipulation or whatever that they may be doing. And this is how you surprise people, or you, for this specific instance, this is how you surprise this person, because maybe they thought that you were fooled, or that they could fool you how you fool other people, but you surprised them when you called them out on it. Okay, so that's one specific message, maybe for one or two people. But people are surprised at your network of people that you have in your life. You could know a lot of people from different backgrounds. You could have a lot of different resources from other people. So, it's like you're well connected to the people around you, or like you're well connected to people who are, to the people who maybe are in the business world, or who are in the community and things like that. And this surprises people. You're someone who is also, you can be someone who is creative. So this is how you surprise people, by your creativity, by your ideas. You could be someone who displays your talents and things like that online, on social media, or you could be someone, I'm hearing, you could be an artist, and you may be someone who paints different canvases, or you paint certain sculptures and things like that. And people are surprised at your work because they feel like it looks so very well and professional. All right, so let's keep going. I'm going to use my Mystic Mondays deck. All right, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. How do people surprise group one? How does group one surprise people? Sorry, y'all. How does group one surprise people? Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. How does group one surprise people? All right, we have Two of Swords. Spirit Guides, how does group one surprise people? Oh, wow, okay, Nine of Swords. Yeah, I was hearing like you could have people in their head about what you do or what you say. Okay, and I'm relating back to the story of you can suss out when people are lying, or when people are maybe gaslighting, or being manipulative, or they're trying to play games and stuff. You're someone who can suss them out. So now it's like, oh, dang, well, I don't know what to do. Now I'm undecided about how I want to move forward with talking to group one about this thing, or just talking to group one in general. Like they see past my mask pretty much. And this is how you surprise people. And you have people in their heads about it. They're like anxious and worried because maybe whatever situation happened where you pointed something out, they are like worried that you may tell other people about whatever game they were trying to play with you, or whatever they were trying to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Spirit team, how does group one surprise people? How does group one surprise people? All right, I have this Two of Pentacles, and then this one wants to come out too. We have 3 of Wands. And then on the back, we have 9 of Pentacles. So people are surprised that even though you may have a lot of things going on for yourself, people may feel like you may not know what you're doing. Or maybe they haven't seen your methods before when it comes to maybe solving problems or moving throughout life. But they're surprised that with whatever methods you're doing, you're still moving forward. Like they could be someone who doubts you or may think that, like I said, you don't know what you're doing, or maybe they haven't seen it before. So they're like, oh, group 1 is not going to be able to follow through with whatever that is. But you surprise them because you do follow through. And they're surprised at how like independent you are and secure you are in yourself. You find a lot of value within yourself. Okay. And this surprises people. Your self-confidence and your high self-esteem is something that surprises people, and it could leave people in their heads because maybe they are someone who is insecure, and you can be someone who holds up a mirror to them, and you kind of indirectly highlight their insecurities by the way that you live your life because you are someone who is secure in who you are. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to use my astral dice here to get some more messages. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How does group 1 surprise people? All right, so we have Scorpio, we have Leo, and we have the 4th house. All right. So I'm hearing that you could be someone who is intense. You could be very intense with your morals or your standards. You could be someone who stands very strong on the things you believe in. And if you see anything that goes against that, you're someone who will call that out and express like your feelings about that. Okay. People are also surprised at like the type of parent you are. Like you're a really good parent. You're someone who is stable and you bring a lot of stability to your kids. But I feel like you do it in a unique way. So I'm hearing you could have a unique way of raising your children or your child. And this is what surprises people about you. But yeah, people also find you to be very sexually attractive. Okay. And when you go out places, you may get a lot of attention from other people that are attracted to you, and the people that are with you within your group or your party, they notice this and see this, and this surprises them at how much attention that you get. You could have a, group 1, you could really have an interesting relationship with your mother, and however that may look. Okay, I feel like for you, you could be someone who may like argue with your mother, but it's in a way where like you guys are almost like friends. Like you have that like type of friendship where it's like you guys can get into quarrels or debates or disagreements, but then like you guys shake it off and keep it moving like it's nothing. Okay, so that could have happened recently with you and your mom, where maybe you got into a disagreement or a dispute or something, and then like you guys kind of brushed it off and just kept it moving. And if that's not the case, then I feel like people are surprised at how strong of a relationship you have with your mother. Okay. So let's keep going. Spirit team, how does group 1 surprise people? How does group 1 surprise people? All right, we have 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the things you say sometimes may have people feeling like left out in the cold, or may like your responses to certain things may be cold, and this may be surprising for the people that are involved within this. Spirit team, how does group 1 surprise people? How does group 1 surprise people? Wow, okay. This is a lot of like combative energy. We have 5 of Wands. So there could have been like a person or a group of people that tried to come against you or try to like compete with you in some type of way, and you shut it down. Okay, you shut it down, or you snap them out of it. You snap them out of trying to compete with you or trying to play mind games with you in some type of way. And because you did this, you surprised them. They were not expecting this response or reaction from you, and now they are in their head about it. Okay. It's like now they want to curl up in a corner and stuff like that, with what they were doing to you. But I mean, they brought it onto themselves, you know, so you don't got to feel bad for that. You're just defending yourself. Yeah, so also I'm hearing you're good with handling conflict, and this is what surprises people about you. Spirit team, how does group 1 surprise people? Wow, this is like heavy energy here. But I feel like energy is coming from the other people involved that are surprised by you. So the people that are surprised by you in this reading are people who may have come up against you, who are in competition with you, who want your life and who want your lifestyle. Okay. But it's like they secretly want to be you, or they secretly look up to you, group 1. And maybe like because they've put you on a pedestal and because they look up to you, it kind of messes with their mind, because it's like they want to be in competition with you, but they look up to you at the same time. So it's like I feel like they themselves are confused about their energy towards you or how they feel towards you. And maybe this surprises them also, like they're surprised themselves at the reaction that they have, like with interacting with you or being around you and stuff like that. All right, we got the Lovers. Spirit team, how does group 1 surprise people? Princess of Swords. Let me do one more. And Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, so people are surprised by the new beginnings that you create for yourself. Like I say, you could have a network of connections of people that help you with different resources or help you with different situations. You could have a community of people who are backing you and things like that. And people are surprised by this. People are surprised also by the clarity that you have in life. Okay, people feel like they are immature and they feel like they don't know much compared to you. Okay. And I feel like some people, maybe like one person who may be in competition with you, is surprised that they have a crush on you. Like they could have like a love-hate relationship towards you. But they definitely have like a crush on you. They want to be in a relationship with you. Or maybe they want to be you. Like I said, they may want your lifestyle. They want to live the way that you live. Okay. So this is really interesting energy here. Yeah. All right. So the signs we have the air signs, fire signs, earth signs. Yeah. The water signs, we have heavy Gemini here. And then we have Scorpio, Leo, and Cancer also. All right, group 1, that was your reading. Hopefully you guys got something out of that. So we're going to get into it for group 2. All right, group 2, how do you surprise people? You surprise people by your calmness in times of difficulty or in times of storms. You could be someone who has like a mean gaze or a mean stare. Okay. So I feel like this may be coming from strangers, this part of you having a mean stare, or you could have like a gaze, or like the way you look at people, or just the way you look could look mean and aggressive. But people are surprised that once you open your mouth and you start talking, they're like, oh, I thought this person was mean. I thought this person was going to have a more aggressive talk or have an attitude with me or whatever. So yeah, you surprise people by changing their perspective of you. Like they change their first impression that they have of you once you start interacting with them. You could be someone who has a beautiful head full of hair, but you may be someone who doesn't wear it out often. So you could be someone who wears hats, or you could wear, like if you're a feminine, you could be someone who wears like weaves or braids or something like that often, to protect your hair and stuff like that. And then people are surprised that like when you wear your real hair out, your hair is just as long as the weave that you have in, or the wigs or the braids that you have in your hair. It's like, yeah, your hair looks just as good when it's out as how it looks when you wear protective styles, or if you wear it up in a hat and stuff like that. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Let's keep going. Spirit team, how does group 2 surprise people? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, how does group 2 surprise people? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, how does group 2 surprise people? All right, we got 6 of Wands. People are surprised at how popular you are. You naturally attract attention to you. And you could be someone where you could be the center of attention. Like you create a crowd, group 2. So if you're at work and you may be talking to one person, and then there's like 2 or 3 more people that come up and join the conversation, or are just, around you when you're having a conversation, or when you are out in public and you start a conversation with a stranger, then other people may join in on that conversation. So the people that are surrounding you that see that, like from the outside looking in, are surprised because, yeah, you're someone who is popular, you attract attention. Spirit team, how does group 2 surprise people? All right, we got the world. So I'm hearing the song by Jeremiah. Yeah, Jeremiah. It's called I'm a Star. So you guys could be well known. You could be famous. You could be a celebrity or something like that. And people are surprised at how much fame you have and how much recognition you have based on whatever it is that makes you well known. Also, like, people are surprised at the different places that you've traveled or that you lived in. Okay, that could be for like a specific person. If you're someone who's in the who was in the military or who isn't in the military, or you could be like a military brat, and maybe you bring this up in conversation about the places you've been, things like that. People are surprised by that information. And also, you could be someone who was born in a different country than like where you're from right now. So you could be someone who was born, I don't know, in Germany, okay, but you live in the States, and people are surprised that, you were born out of state, in another country or whatever. So we have Ace of Pentacles. People are surprised by the opportunities that you attract. Wow, we got Wheel of Fortune on the back. People are surprised at the opportunities that you attract towards yourself. You could just be someone also who has like you have an inviting energy, but you also have like a demeanor of someone who deserves to be respected or who needs to be respected. So also, this is a separate message, group 2, like you have some type of good blessing coming your way. You could have like a major opportunity that's going to come towards you. that is going to like be very life changing for you, and you're going to be very, very successful, very, very happy. You could have been someone, or you could be someone who is dealing with some type of battle or obstacle or challenge right now. And whatever that challenge is, you're going to get some type of opportunity that is going to help you overcome whatever that challenge is. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. God sees your hard work, and a blessing will be coming soon towards you in divine timing. Okay, wow, that's really good. All right, so I'm going to roll the astro dice. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. How does group 2 surprise people? How does group 2 surprise people? So we have Aries, we have Gemini, and we have the 10th house. You guys definitely have some type of big reputation. You could have a reputation where you're speaking or talking about something. You could be someone where you have a podcast, or you use your voice in some type of way. And people know you for this. You're known for whatever this talent is or whatever this skill is. Yeah, you could have a reputation for speaking things into existence for yourself. And this is what surprises people about you, because you may say things to certain people, and you say it so nonchalantly, like, oh, I'm working on getting this new job, or I'm working on starting my own business or whatever. And then, a few months later, you pop out and you have this new business, and it's flowing and it's flourishing and it's going really well. And this is what surprises people about you. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put those up there, and we're going to keep going. Spirit team, how does group 2 surprise people? Spirit team, how does group 2 surprise people? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, how does group 2 surprise people? All right, we have 9 of Cups. I'm hearing that song, I'm living my best life. So, yeah, y'all could be living your best life right now. You're happy, you're satisfied with whatever's going on. And people are surprised that you have a good life. People are surprised that, like people think that you have, like, good luck. I'm hearing, like, some people may think you cheated the system in some type of way, whatever that means. But they feel like you didn't get this happiness and satisfaction. They feel like you didn't achieve or reach this happiness and this satisfaction in life in like an appropriate way. Like they feel like you maybe schemed or did some shady things behind the scenes, or did like shady things to get to this certain point in your life. Some people may think that, but once they find out the truth that, like, you're on the straight and narrow and you did everything the right way, they're very surprised by this because of how like blessed you are in this lifetime. Wow. Spirit team, how does group 2 surprise people? Ace of Wands. Some of y'all could be coming from group 1, or there could be messages in group 1 for you. Wow, we have a lot of aces here. Yeah, group 2, you guys are definitely starting some type of new beginning after some type of obstacles that you have been dealing with, or a big obstacle you could be dealing with right now. It could have to deal with work. It could have to deal with a group of people, but you're about to overcome that really soon. Wow, we have 2 of Cups. You could be collaborating with someone really soon. Wow, this is really good, y'all. Wow. People are surprised at how well mannered you and your family are. People are surprised at the background that your family comes from. So you could be of a certain demographic, but your certain demographic may have certain stereotypes about the people that look like you or whatever, but you're someone who defies those stereotypes. Like, you could be someone who's African American, and people may think that, oh, you're supposed to live in the projects and you're supposed to just be, you know, somebody who's not really going anywhere in life based on, you know, the common stereotypes or whatever here in America. But once they learn about you, they meet you, they meet your family, or they hear stories about you and your family, and then they're like, wow, I didn't think group two would be someone who is so well-rounded, who is so respected and respectable, who has a good relationship, who has good relationships in general, you know? So yeah, people are just surprised by who you are. Like you definitely have blessings in your life right now, or you have major blessings coming your way, or it could be both. You could have started a new relationship, also group two, and this is what surprises people about you. But they see that in this relationship, you are very happy, you're content and satisfied, and you guys are building up a family together. Oh, even if it's just you and this other person, you guys are building up like a strong family unit together. You could have recently moved also. You could have moved in with this person, or this person could have moved in with you. Okay. And some people may be surprised by that. We have temperance. Spirit team, how does group two surprise people? How does group two surprise people? All right, we have Four of Pentacles. Yeah, with all of the new beginnings that you may have or you've been having, you're still very like balanced and stable in your life. Okay, it's like you keep adding on like I'm hearing like different avenues of stability, if that's a thing. But yeah. Three of Pentacles. Okay, you could be in a relationship with someone that you work with, and this could be something that is surprising to other people. That could be for like one person, and we have Princess of Cups. So, yeah, you could have started some new fated beginning that's like a part of your destiny. That's like something that has been destined to happen. And you're now expressing yourself in a new way that creates more stability for yourself, but that's also bringing more collaborations in for you. Okay. And it's sparking more creativity and passion into your life. Okay. So people are surprised that you have it all. Like once they learn about your backstory and your history and things like that, people are realizing like you have it all, and they're very surprised by this. They are surprised at how patient you are and how calm you are, but you bring so much balance and stability to other people. And I feel like it surprises people how much stability and balance that you bring towards them. So since you're calm, you have a very cool and calm collective energy, you kind of bring that to wherever you go, and it rubs off on other people. And people are surprised at like they can tell the difference in like their energy once you come around, because they feel more calm. Like maybe before you came around, like to like interact with them or connect with them, they were like anxious or I don't know, felt disruptive in some type of way. But yeah, you just give them a sense of calm and peace. Wow, that's nice. So we have the signs we have are Aries, Gemini, Capricorn. We have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. We have Sagittarius. We have heavy water signs and heavy fire signs, heavy earth signs. All right, group two. So that's all I have for y'all. Hopefully you guys got something out of that one. All right, so let's move on to group three. We got Lizard. So I'm hearing you could be someone who has like a dry humor. Okay, you could be someone who is very sarcastic. Okay, but I feel like it surprises people at how funny they think you are with your dry sarcasm, or like your dry humor and with your sarcasm. Okay, I know that's like a random message, but I feel like that's specifically for someone. So also people, you surprise people by the things that you're interested in. So I'm hearing like you could have like an exotic pet or an exotic animal like a lizard or a reptile or something like that. And people are surprised to hear about this. People are surprised to know this. But like I said, you could also be into different things, like unique things that you're interested in and other people are not interested in. Okay. So you could be someone who feels out of place. You could feel like maybe an outcast or a black sheep when you come around most people. Okay. So whatever environment you step into, you automatically feel like you stand out, but just because you're unique, you're quirky, you have your own style. You could be someone who could be rough around the edges just because maybe you've been through certain things in life and you've learned to just adjust to that. And with that adjustment, that has involved you being interested or taking interest in things that are very unique and different compared to the people that surround you. Okay. Hope that makes sense, y'all. All right, let's keep going. Spirit team, how does group 3 surprise people? How does group 3 surprise people? All right, we have the Hanged Woman. You surprise people because you give them a different perspective on the things that you're interested in. So you could be someone who talks about those things, and maybe these people didn't really know much about the things you're interested in, but once you inform them, okay, and schooled them a little bit, they're like, I feel like they may show interest in those things, and now they want to go home and look up those topics that you were talking about. All right, that one came out. We have 8 of Wands. People are surprised at how quickly you talk. You could be someone who maybe speaks very quickly. I'm hearing you could speak with an accent. Okay, or you could be someone who speaks with an accent when you get angry, or you could like have a different way of speaking when you get angry or frustrated or upset. And this is what surprises people about you. And then like they see you differently, like they look at you differently after that situation. Spirit team, how does group 3 surprise people? All right, 6 of Swords and 7 of Cups. So you could be someone who moves around a lot. You could have lived in a lot of different areas. I feel like this was the message, I think, in group through group 2. So you may be coming from group 2. You could be someone who's a good singer. You could be a singer or songwriter. You could be online. You could be very popular online also. And this is what surprises people. You could be someone who has multiple streams of income, or you could be someone who has multiple like websites, multiple YouTube channels, multiple TikToks, and they're geared towards your interest or the things that like you're talented in. All right. You could be someone who moves on quickly from certain situations. You could move on quickly from different situations that no longer serve you, or move on from different situations involving other people. And this is what's surprising. All right, let's use the Astro Dice. Spirit team, how does group 3 surprise people? How does group 3 surprise people? So we have the 12th house, we have Sagittarius, and we have Capricorn. Yeah, you're someone who could be a busybody, group 3. You could be someone who moves around a lot. Okay. You could be someone who wears many hats, I'm hearing. So Yeah, you could wear many hats, or you could be someone who's had different types of jobs also. So you could be someone where maybe you shared a certain personal story about maybe something that you've overcome or a situation you were dealing with, and people are surprised at the fact that you have hidden enemies. I'm hearing you have hidden enemies, and maybe you discuss this with a certain person or group of people, and they're like shocked at, the fact that you have people that tried to come against you or that are trying to come against you. But people are surprised at the information that you know. You're someone who's very wise and knowledgeable. I'm hearing you're favorable. So people definitely favor you over other people, even in your uniqueness and quirkiness. People favor you over a lot of other different people because you just have a good reputation. Okay? And the people that get looked over compared to you are the people that are your hidden enemy. So there could be people in the workplace, people in your family, friends, or whatever, where there's other people that prefer to talk to you instead. There's other people that prefer to work with you, or people that prefer to like drive around with you or go out on, dates or adventures and stuff with you compared to them. And then they feel some type of way, they feel jealous, and now like they got an issue with you for some reason. All right, let's keep going. Spirit guides, how does group 3 surprise people? All right, we have judgment. You could have called somebody out about a certain situation. You could have had like an argument or a disagreement with someone, and you called them out about it, and now they feel judged or they feel exposed. So now they see themselves differently because of this, and this is very surprising for them. Spirit team, how does group 3 surprise people? How does group 3 surprise people? All right, Knight of Pentacles. So people are surprised that even though you may move fast, you may have many things that you're involved in, you could wear many hats and things like that, you're someone who's still stable and you're still making steady progress. Even though you may be traveling, even though you may move on quickly from things, you still are steadily moving forward. 4 of Swords. Yeah, you're someone, people are surprised that you don't like dealing with drama. We have 7 of Swords. People are surprised that you don't like dealing with nonsense. You don't like dealing with drama. Okay. Yeah, and people would expect you to be more flustered or be more out of character when it comes to certain conflicts or challenges that you had to move on from, but you're someone who is very balanced and mentally stable within this. And it's because you're able to strategically move in a certain way because you know that you have other options available that maybe other people don't realize or that other people don't see or know about. Spirit team, how does group 4 surprise people? Queen of Pentacles. So the situation where you could have called someone out, this could have to do with a mother, like a feminine energy. So it could have been a mother, sister, a cousin, a god sister or something. And they may feel like they may see you in a different light because you call judgment on them. Okay. But I feel like deep down they know that whatever you were saying, you were saying it out of care and concern. Okay. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you guys got a lot of like, your energy is fast moving because we got a lot of like cards about movement, fast movement, but then you're like stable and steady at the same time, and you know when to pause. So you guys, group 3, are good with making decisions. Like you're good at knowing when to take the green light, and you know when it's best for you to, stop at the red light and chill out, So you have a good balance of momentum, and you have a good balance of taking a pause and taking a break in whatever way that may look, okay? Spirit team, how does group 3 surprise people? We have the Chariot. So they see that you're someone who moves successfully forward. We have the Ten of Swords. You're someone who moves successfully forward after these like mentally conflicting situations. You're someone who maybe had to deal, I did say that I think in the beginning, like you're rough around the edges, you had to deal with a lot. And people are surprised at the things that you had to deal with. Okay, I don't know if I'm getting this message mixed up with another group, but you could be coming from that group, if so. But yeah, people are surprised at all of the nonsense you had to deal with other people. And they're surprised at how successful you're moving forward. So you're someone who's very, very passionate, but you're very, very stable at the same time. You're someone who's very mature, group 3, and this is what surprises people, because they would think that, like, with all the things that you've been through, they would think that you would have a cold heart, that you would be bitter, that you would take it out on people, that you would be imbalanced and unstable, but you're the complete opposite. Like, you're very stable and balanced. You still have a passion for life. You choose peace. You don't choose violence. You choose peace. And yeah, you move according to your standards, and you move according to your intuition and where that's leading you. Okay. Wow. All right. So we have heavy Pisces, heavy Scorpio, and Cancer. And then we have the fire signs, water signs, and air signs, and earth signs. All right, group 3. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that reading. We're going to get into it for group 4. All right, we have group 4, the starfish. Okay. I'm hearing that song again, I'm a Star by Jeremiah. So I think that was from group 2, maybe. So you could be coming from group 2. Okay. But I'm hearing you're uniquely and wonderfully made. So whatever that means, you could be someone, I'm hearing you could make jewelry, or you could be someone who's very crafty. So you could make jewelry, bracelets. You could be someone who crochets, or you could be someone who knits, or you could make t-shirts, or you could make something creative where you have your own like unique design to it and your own like custom style to it. And this is what surprises people. You could be someone who sells items or products on Etsy. You could have an Etsy shop or a TikTok where you sell your items on like TikTok shop and things like that. But people are also surprised by your confidence. You're very confident in your uniqueness. You're confident in your skills. And this is what surprises people. So you could be someone who, I'm hearing, you could be a lover of nature. You could be a nature girl, nature guy. I feel like I say this a lot. So in my collective of people here on my channel, you guys love being in nature. Okay, and this is what surprises people about you guys, group 4, maybe by how you look or how you dress. People think that you may be uppity or sedity or judgmental and things like that. Maybe superficial a little bit. They could think you're materialistic, but once they learn that, maybe during the weekend you went out for a hike, or during the weekend you went for a bike ride or something, like they're surprised by that. Okay, so let's keep going. Spirit guides, how does group 4 surprise people? All right, we got the Hierophant. People are surprised by your spirituality. For maybe a handful of you, you are on your spiritual journey. You could be on your spiritual journey, and this has been going on for maybe a few years, and people are surprised at your longevity and how you are like fully committed to the spiritual journey. Okay. Like I said, only for a few people here. But people are surprised by your morals and standards that you have for life because it's so different from like what they would expect you to be like. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Some of you could be a spiritual leader. Okay, you could be someone who is a really good manifester. You're someone who says you're going to do something and you do it, and people are surprised at your like your preciseness, I'm hearing, or your accuracy with saying things are going to go this way, A, B, and C, and then it happens. So some of you guys could have these like spiritual abilities also. You could be a star seed if you resonate with that, a star seed or a chosen one. So I feel like this could be my spiritual group right here. Yeah. We got the Death card and then the Queen of Cups. You're definitely someone who's an intuitive. People are surprised at how intuitive you are. People are surprised at how emotionally supportive you are of other people and how compassionate you are with yourself, how you show yourself love. Okay, because you could have been someone who went through the dark night of the soul. You could have had to gain a new perspective about life because of maybe certain things that have happened. But yeah, you gain a new perspective, you changed your ways, and now you're on and moving forward within this new beginning. Wow. All right, let me use the Astro Dice, Spirit Team. How does Group 4 surprise people? How does Group 4 surprise people? We have the 3rd house. We have Virgo. It's 3rd house, Gemini, right? Yeah, that's Gemini. And then we have Pisces. So we have Virgo, Pisces, and 3rd house, which is Gemini. So people are surprised at how selfless you are, Group 4. Like I said, your impression you give off can be like you're materialistic, you're superficial, you may be mean or snooty, but you're someone I feel like you give to your community in some type of way. You could give to a charity, or you could offer your help with like volunteering for different things in the community. And people are surprised by this. People are surprised at how many different like transformations that you went through, and people are surprised by like the metamorphosis that you have went through. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, you could be someone who changes a lot or who has changed a lot, and throughout that you still keep this beautiful loving energy to you. This is like for the people that know you, like they see that you're still kind, you're still caring, even though you could have went through a lot of BS in your life. What was that? Virgo, right? Virgo. Yeah. So you could have like an interesting routine. Yeah, you could have an interesting routine and an interesting schedule to your life. And this is what surprises people about you. Excuse me. Let's keep going, Spirit Team. What surprises people about... Wait. How does Group 4 surprise people? I'm trying to say it right. How does Group 4 surprise people? Wow. The Tower, definitely a shocker. Whatever you do spiritually or whatever you are committed to long term is definitely shocking, and it stands out. Okay. How does Group 4 surprise people? King of Swords. Your words are very powerful. Like I said, whatever you say comes to life. You speak things into existence. You are a magician. Group 4, whether you believe it or not, you're a magician, you're a manifester. So, you know, I'm saying this, the cards are here, and the cards are saying this also. So just understand this about yourself. Have more faith in your power because you are very powerful with these cards that are here. Definitely an intuitive, whether you're feminine or masculine. You have spiritual gifts, group 4. And if this is new to you or this is like a fresh, fresh information for you, scroll down in my description box and I have a few links there. And I think one of them talks about psychic abilities and spiritual gifts or something. So you could find out more information about yourself within that link. So just check it out if it resonates, all right? Spirit team, how does group 4 surprise people? Okay, that one. People are surprised at everything that you have been through. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you have been through a lot of hardships, a lot of challenges. You could have experienced maybe near-death experiences where you almost, died or whatever. You could have gotten into a very horrible car accident. You could have had like heavy turbulence on a plane at one point, or like something could have happened during travel. And that situation could have been on the news as far as whatever you were involved in with travel. That story was like something that was a headline in the news. Okay. But people are surprised at like how much you've been through and how much you have been able to get through and overcome. All right. Spirit. Oh, okay. That fell. And then we have Princess of Wands. So you keep things fresh. You keep the energy fresh. Okay, you keep people on their toes. Because like I said, you manifest things. You create new beginnings for yourself. And you stand strong on that. People know that you're educated. People know that you're a good communicator. And you stand your ground. You could be someone who recently cut off something or someone or a certain situation, and after that you started a new beginning and things are just flourishing for you. And this could be now a new habits that you have, or like a new commitment that you have, new lifestyle, things like that. Wow, you guys have big energy in this reading right here, because I'm getting a lot of major arcanas. I got a bunch of aces, and aces talk about new beginnings, prosperous beginnings that come from God, from the universe. So, wow. Spirit team, how does group 4 surprise people? Wow. Yep. 6 of Pentacles. So even though you've been through things, your heart has not grown cold. Okay. And maybe this is why you're someone who gives to charity or gives to communities and things like that, because you've been the underdog before. You've been in these tough situations. You've been in these different hardships before. So I feel like you serve the community of people who have been through the things that you've overcome and been through. And this is what surprises people. You're someone who invests very well. Like you invest your emotions in things that lead to like prosperity and that lead to growth. And this is what surprises people. So you're a master at something, group 4. You could be also a master at attracting blessings towards you. Okay. And people are surprised at, I think I did say that in the beginning, people are surprised at your confidence. You know your potential. You're a good speaker. You're able to sell yourself. So some of you could be a salesman or a salesperson, or maybe you have been told that you should do real estate. I heard some people might have told you, or a person could have said, you need to do real estate, or you need to be a salesperson, or you need to be in sales, because your words are powerful. Like I said, group 4, your words are powerful. Know this about yourself and take advantage of that skill that you have, okay? And use it for good. Use it for good. Use it to attract more things and more opportunities towards you. Wow. All right, group 4. So we have heavy Taurus, heavy Virgo and Gemini, heavy Scorpio twice. We have heavy Taurus and Libra. Then we have earth signs, water signs, air signs, fire signs. So everybody's out here. All right, group 4, that was your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.